Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue, and welcome to 2015. Hope you had a great New Year's, and our New Year's show here will continue with a look back at some of the courses we visited over the past 12 months. I'm talking about a course like Hartfeld National in Chester County, and in Bucks County, we went to Makefield Highlands, a little bit of a revisit there. Plus, we looked at two courses that underwent and are still undergoing some restoration work. The project at Philadelphia Cricket Club, the Wissahickon course, now complete, and we also paid a visit late in the season to Torresdale Frankfort Country Club, now the Union League at Torresdale, and a look at the restoration work there, both on the golf course and inside the clubhouse. And we'll also have our traveling golfer with us, a look at Reynolds Plantation in Georgia. That's next here on Inside Golf. Inside Golf, presented by PGN Plus. Play your golf bucket list. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life, and Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at PlayGolfAmerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, PlayGolfAmerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. PlayGolfAmerica.com, your link to the game.
Golf is your passion. Each round is a unique experience with memories that last a lifetime. Make your next round one to remember with PGNplus.com, the Professional Golfers Network. Sign up for free for exclusive access to the best private courses in your area. Already a country club member? Go to PGNplus.com to learn how to take your membership further. Play your golf bucket list only on PGNplus.com. Book your tee time today.
Somebody who wants a little bit different experience, we also do night golf. That is something very unique that we do here at Heritage Creek, and we do it very well. It's activated by impact, so then when you hit it with your golf club off the tee, it stays lit for about another 8 minutes. Gives you plenty of time to get out there, find it, and if it's in a patch of grass that's about 3 feet high, you're going to find your golf ball. So a lot of times you're going to find your golf ball a lot easier at night at Heritage Creek Golf Club than you are during the day at some places.
Well, there's something you don't often see, a little night golf. Inside Golf saw it up close and personal when we paid a visit to Heritage Creek in Bucks County. Now, something that we're seeing more and more of when it comes to golf, especially in this area, is the restoration of golf courses. We visited Philadelphia Cricket Club and saw the restoration project at their Wissahickon course. And also, late in the year, we went to what was Torresdale Frankfort Country Club, now known as the Union League at Torresdale, and the restoration work on that iconic Donald Ross design. Donald Ross at the time was at the epitome of architects in this country and around the world, and he passed in 1948. Like every golf course, things change. A lot of trees grew. Some of the areas for the golf course kind of shrunk a little bit. Your job, with the help of visual aids from back in the day, is to try to restore it as to what it was.
Yeah, we fortunately have a 1939 aerial photograph. You can see how much less trees there were. Trees in the whole country, not just Torresdale. Were basically planted in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, misplaced by green chairmen who were different careers, really didn't know what they were doing, thought it was the right thing to do, and all that did was really hurt the turf. It took out angles, angles to play where you were on the fairway, now you didn't even have a shot. We have a great 1939 aerial photograph that shows that the fairways here were probably 40 yards wide, not 30 yards wide. So we're going to be widening the fairways. We're going to be taking down 250, 300 trees.
Well, Stephen, we are standing now on the tee at maybe the toughest par 4, not in the country, in the world, folks. Number 8 at Torresdale. And I'll tell you what, it's a layup, 3-shot hole for 98% of the people that I know. What have you done to number 8 here at Torresdale?
Well, if you look down the golf hole, you could see now that you could see the green.
Right.
You could see the clubhouse. Before, all you barely saw was the top of the group ahead of his head. And you really, if they were shorter guys, you didn't know if you could hit. You didn't see the green. So we enlarged this tee. The tee was very small. We lowered this ridge. We built a tee over there for seniors. We built another tee much further up for ladies. And now you can see the whole golf hole. You could see the landing area. You could see the green. Also, behind the 8th green were all trees. All those trees have come down. They were all planted in the 60s and 70s. We've cut those trees down so you can see the clubhouse. And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to restore this golf course to when Donald Ross did it, which was in 1919. We have this old aerial photograph, this 1939. It's really about the only one we have. We don't go back to 1919. But we're trying to go by this 95%. It's great. It's very exciting. It's very exciting, and the golf course's reputation is going to go right back up again, because Donald Ross did a great design here.
Here we are at the Wissahickon course, the restored Wissahickon course of the Philadelphia Cricket Club, with Greg Geyer, no stranger to Inside Golf. It seems like just a few weeks ago, it was a few months ago, Greg, when we were here with you. The project almost was complete at that time, back in the fall. You let things kind of be sedate over the winter, and now you have your gem of a golf course. How do you feel right now, just less than a week into the play?
Well, Harry, feel fantastic. It's been a great start back to all the members played over the weekend. We had people from all over the area playing today, and the feedback's been tremendous. The golf course is playing great. We were able to tie in to the new clubhouse, and so it's really, really exciting time for the club.
Every green has no fringe. Now, I personally have never played on a golf course without any fringe. The other thing I noticed, a majority of the greens have in some places 2, as many as 4 rollback areas up in the corners. And I understand from talking to Danny and yourself, this was another Tillinghast design feature.
Well, Tilly on most of his greens would have a place where you do not want to go long, or you don't want to go to the side. He would short side you, he would put big slopes, and what we did is we tried to restore some of those key slopes, not too treacherous, but enough to know you can't miss it there, or you're really not going to be able to get it up and down.
We are standing next to the Tillinghast Monument, which is right off the 18th green, something else that's new and very fitting considering what Tillinghast means not only to golf here, but around the country. And it's really a display of all the courses, some of the great golf courses in the country. And what he says here in his quote is, provide a true test to the game to consider every way to make it as beautiful as possible. And I think you and now your restoration committee have managed to do that again. And I'm just curious what you think Tillinghast would say about this.
Well, I think that he would be pleased and proud that we resurrected some of the things that over the years had been taken away, and that we've restored to grandeur the golf course that he envisioned. And I think he would be very proud of that. And we're proud to celebrate his heritage and his contributions to Philadelphia golf.
Inside Golf also visited some newer courses in the area, such as Makefield Highlands and Hartfeld National.
Well, Hartfeld opened in 1995, so next year we'll celebrate our 20th anniversary. It's a Tom Fazio design, the only Tom Fazio design in the state of Pennsylvania. Obviously, Tom being one of the foremost golf architects in the world, we're very proud that this course is part of the Club Court family.
Tell us a little bit about, because I know there's a lot of renovations that have gone on here to the golf course in particular over the last few years.
Well, in April of 2012, Club Corp acquired Hartfeld, so we're part of the Club Corp family of clubs. We have invested about $1.5 million into the golf course itself. We've done a total bunker restoration. We've converted our tee boxes and fairways from ryegrass to bent grass. We've expanded our practice facility, which is an all-grass practice facility, probably one of the more extensive practice facilities in the area. We've added a second practice green, chipping area. So when you come out here, if you're a member of Hartfeld, you can not only play a great golf course, but you can certainly hone your skills with your golf game at a great practice facility.
Phil, how would you describe the course in general in terms of being a link style, park style, or a little combination of both?
It's really a combination of both. You're really finding that in golf course design nowadays. If you're familiar with Fazio and his designs, he provides a lot of wide landing areas. We have 5 sets of tees, so the golf course will really shape up to your playing ability. Large undulating greens. It's just a fabulous property, as you can see. So it combines a little bit of parkland with a little bit of a link style area. You got the wind playing in the factor today, so it's a challenging golf course, but it's a very fair golf course.
And talking about the overall appearance of the golf course, a lot of hilly, elevated tees and elevated greens, and some flat surfaces as well. So it really has a nice blend in terms of the way it looks.
Well, he did a great job in incorporating the southern Chester County farmland into his golf course design. So you get some undulation, you get some elevation changes, and again, depending on the day and the conditions, the wind can certainly play a factor. But it's a fantastic design.
This is a big year for you guys because this is the 10th anniversary of Makefield Highlands. Things are really humming. I mean, here we are on a weekday and it looks like it's a Saturday or Sunday. You are not at a loss for play.
No, we are not. We're one of the busiest golf courses in the region. We just recently held the Philadelphia Open qualifier here last week. We had a young gentleman from Commonwealth National set a competitive course record with a 66 over the competition golf course, and we've been awarded the 2015 local U.S. Open qualifier. So the guys that are going to be playing out in Chambers Bay next year, you may see some of them here qualifying.
Yeah, and that is not exactly a usual course of events for a golf course like this.
No, it's not. We are probably one of the few public facilities that is going to be hosting a qualifier, and we definitely know we're the only one in the region that's ever done so.
All right, we talked about this 13th hole, sort of a signature hole here at Makefield Highlands, Bob, and that's because it's a drivable par 4. But as we look out here at the hole, if you were talking to mere mortals like myself, what's the best route to take? Maybe to take advantage of maybe the roll down there from that top of the fairway.
Your target, you can see the 4 radio towers out in the distance. The furthest left radio tower is your target.
Okay.
If you can bring a ball right over the top of that and hit it about 215 yards from our blue tee markers, it's going to hit on the downslope and it may release down into the green to give you an opportunity for a 2, maybe even a 1.
Oh, how about that? And one other thing about this hole, the flag stick. 15 feet high. It has to be one of the biggest flag sticks in the country.
Well, that way you can see it back here from the back tee, so we can tell when the guys are off the green. But definitely a golf hole here that 2 is an opportunity. You can also make a 6.
You know, everybody has, over the past few years, seen the game of golf and the number of golfers and the number of courses. It's kind of been in flux, both private clubs and also at daily fee courses like this. But for some reason, you have done nothing but grow from year to year, and you're only 10 years old.
That's correct.
And a lot of it has to do, I think, with location here in Bucks County. It's a boom area, but also the quality of golf. Once people get here, it's the litmus test. I want to come back.
That's what we love to hear.
All right, stay right there. There's more to come here on Inside Golf. Next up is our teed off panel.
Environment of trying to maximize your time.
Golf is your passion. Each round is a unique experience with memories that last a lifetime. Make your next round one to remember with PGNplus.com, the Professional Golfers Network. Sign up for free for exclusive access to the best private courses in your area. Already a country club member? Go to PGNplus.com to learn how to take your membership further. Play your golf bucket list only on PGNplus.com. Book your tee time today.
When you step out, make sure you go all in. Because at Valley Forge Casino Resort, we're rolling out the action. And we'll bring it all to the table. So take us for a spin and go all in for the win. Valley Forge Casino Resort. It's safe, it's chic, and only a shuffle away from the main line.
Welcome back. Inside Golf continues with our teed off panel, and we are back at the Valley Forge Casino Resort, right on the floor of the casino. And boy, we're amidst all the action and hoping to spice things up with the 3 gentlemen to my right. We begin with Ken Dunnett. Ken is the publisher, you've probably seen it by now, of Philly Man Magazine and Jersey Man Magazine. Jersey Man was first, Philly Man now is available, and pretty soon I guess we'll have Delaware Man. I don't know, I'm putting words into your mouth, but
somebody else can run it. I'm busy enough, Harry. Thanks.
Okay, there you go. Anybody down there in Newark, talk to Ken. Tom Karpus, head professional at Kennett Square, also a member of the Rules Committee for the PGA of America, and noted Philadelphia PGA professional. historian, author Bob Shepard.
Thank you, Eric. Good to be here.
I don't know, Shep, maybe I should begin with you because, you know so many different things globally about the game of golf. And one thing, here we are, beginning of a new year, and Happy New Year, everybody. Maybe people, especially in the wintertime, they have a chance to go out or looking to do something a little different with their friends other than the standard, Nassau or something like that. Any ideas you can give them?
Yeah, definitely. We used to go down the islands a lot in the wintertime, and when you're down there, you don't want to be carrying a big staff bag around and work it out. So we used to play a one club. And it's funny how we would go out the first night, a group of guys from Scotland and I, we would play golf, and the next night there'd be two other groups playing one club. And by the end of the week, everybody was playing one club because you could wear your tennis shorts, you could no shirt, you don't need shoes, you just go out and have a good evening.
What's your favorite club?
Well, I used to use a six iron, just dead center in the set for me, but that's a lot of people like more loft on it. I was pretty good with the 6 getting out of sand and hitting. I could make it go long too.
All those lessons from Seve.
From Seve, right.
In Spain paid off.
Exactly right.
3 iron out of the bunker.
That's right. Yep.
No problem, Shep. No problem.
T.O. Pepe at the 9th hole. That doesn't hurt either.
How about you, Tom? You have any suggestions for a different type of game for guys and ladies?
I think in today's environment of trying to maximize your time, I think playing tees that are up, and you could do it one of two ways. We do it with some of our events where you play the forward tees, and there's nothing wrong with going out and shooting 65 and feeling pretty good about it at the end, even though you're playing forward tees. That's an option. Have a par 3 day where you set every hole as a par 3, so you're playing 18 par 3s. In the winter, I think you could play more foursome alternate shot competition. You get done a lot faster, and you could get in and have a pint.
Right, there you go.
Much quicker.
Ken, you have any options for a different type of game?
Tons of games. I have an ill-spent youth, Harry, but there's nines, there's Wolf. But, back to Bob's point, I played a 5 club earlier this year. And what it did was I had a 4-iron and a driver. And anything over 200 yards, obviously, I had to hit the driver off the deck. And you know what? It got me to hit that shot, and I actually used it a couple times in my regular round because I had confidence in hitting the driver off the deck. So it's all fun.
I was thinking when I was putting together this topic, back in the day, and you would know, and probably you too, the historians here and the rules guy, when did they allow you to mark your ball on the green, and therefore you wouldn't have the so-called stymie, where you didn't have to mark your ball, and if your opponent or competitor was, putting on that line, that's his problem. When did that rule change?
I don't know the year. Do you?
I don't,
50s,
I should know that.
Sometime in the 50s?
I don't know the
Oh, don't tell me I stumped.
You did.
I stumped the
Point of
experts.
interest, yeah.
Oh
Point
my
of interest.
goodness, I'm sorry. I
First
brought
time
that
for
up.
everything here.
And it probably will be the last.
It's well before their time anyway, we know
But,
that.
I've seen the old grainy black and white footage of, Snead or Nelson with a stymie where, the hole's here and a ball is here and they're here. And they had to chip over, around, somehow get it by that ball and into the hole. I think that would be a
lot
great
of fun.
throwback way to play golf.
Definitely, yeah.
Especially in the wintertime if you
Sure.
get out there.
Definitely makes it.
Did you ever do it?
Creativity. We did as kids, sure. My God, yeah. We used to play the 6 holes from the ladies' tees, 6 from the men's, and 6 from the blue. That's a fun alteration, if you want to alter the round of golf. I used to play at night, things like that, moonlight golf, and cross-country golf's fun. Sandy Run, we used to play from the first green to the 12th, all the way across the whole golf course.
North Hills one year, our late great friend Ronnie Rolfe set up the golf course backwards.
There you go.
So you teed off on 18 green, they cut a hole on 18T. You played the entire golf course backward. That was kind of neat. Yeah,
And
it's a whole different golf course.
St. Andrews is designed that way. It can be played clockwise or counterclockwise.
I don't think North Hills
Originally,
was.
that was Tom Morris. Now that was back when the air was real fresh.
Maybe 4 or 5 times.
That's right.
That's it. So I stumped Tom Carpus today. I think
Yes,
I
you
get
did.
maybe a free shot at one of the slot machines.
I knew, but I'm not telling. As long as we stump him.
That's
I'm
your
not
New
saying
Year's
it
gift.
works.
Ken Dunnick, Tom Carpus, Bob Shepard. Happy New Year, everybody. More with Inside Golf coming up in just a moment. The Valley Forge Casino Resort is the region's only full amenity gaming resort, and it's only seconds from the Pennsylvania Turnpike at King of Prussia. It features 600 slots, 50 table games, and there are nearly 500 guest rooms. plus 8 restaurants designed to meet all of your dining needs. So put the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort on your destination list. If you haven't seen it already, I'd like to introduce you to Jersey Man Magazine, published by former Eagle tight end Ken Dunek. It's the only men's magazine in our area. Enjoy articles on cigars, martinis, the mob, business, politics, and, of course, golf. Written by big-time journalists like George Anastasia, Bill Lyon, Sam Carchidi, and many others. Subscriptions are only $20 a year and are available at jerseymanmagazine.com.
What if we told you that you could get more distance by increasing loft? What if the pros were increasing their loft a full degree or more mid-season? That's what happens when we move weight low and forward. Are you ready for more distance? SLDR from TaylorMade.
Reynolds Plantation provides an attractive menu of golf courses designed by some of the great golf course architects in America, each with their own subtle differences. This is the 18th hole at the Plantation course, the first golf course at Reynolds Plantation. It was designed by Bob Cupp in collaboration with Fuzzy Zeller and Hubert Green. It's also the most player-friendly. His other course, Landing, is viewed by many people as the most challenging of all the courses at Reynolds Plantation and has a couple holes with great views of Lake Oconee. In addition to the views, Cupp likes to use some very interesting visual features. Mounds! The national course at Reynolds Plantation is a 27-hole gem designed by Tom Fazio. Generous tee shot landing areas, plenty of undulation on the greens, and plenty of elevation change on this course. The beauty is something that the golfers will enjoy, but also, especially when you get to the 8th hole of the Bluff 9, you'll be reminded of nearby Augusta, especially when the azaleas are in bloom. It is definitely a course that you'd like to play over and over. Each architect has his own particular style on display at Reynolds Plantation. Reese Jones, the Open Doctor, built the Oconee course here at Reynolds Plantation and used some dramatic streams and waterfalls to add beauty to another challenging course. The final 3 holes on the Oconee course are an amazing challenge and accentuated by a view from the bridge across an inlet of Lake Oconee that you'll never forget. The Great Waters course, designed by Jack Nicklaus at Reynolds Plantation, has had plenty of coverage over the years, especially with the most recent event, the Big Break Invitational, which brought coverage on the Golf Channel to Great Waters. While all of the courses at Reynolds Plantation incorporate Lake Oconee, none more so than Great Waters. Almost half of the holes are wound along the shoreline of Lake Oconee with spectacular views. Great Waters is located across the lake from the other courses at Reynolds Plantation. A bit of a drive. However, if you want to take a shortcut, a water taxi is provided and gets you to the Great Golf Course a little quicker. Great Waters is a championship course and probably the one at Reynolds Plantation that has gotten the most coverage by the national media. Groove up, had dinner. Not only do they have great golf and great amenities at Reynolds Plantation, they've got great instruction too. Top 100 teacher Charlie King. Great to see you again, Charlie.
Tony, it's always good to be with you.
Yeah, we've had a lot of stops over the years.
We have. I've been here 8.5 years, so we've had plenty of time together.
You've tried to fix my game a few times.
Well, you know, we're working on it.
All right.
Work in progress.
So tell me a little bit about Reynolds Golf Academy and what people could find here while they're relaxing and how they might fix their game.
Well, you know, with Reynolds Golf Academy, the philosophy that we've really been working on is I had kind of a couple of rough experiences when I was trying to get better at golf, and the thing I learned was the Hall of Fame golfers are unique. They have these unique mannerisms, right? I mean, Nicklaus was up, Hogan was flat, etc. And so we take what a person's kind of nature is, and then we make it skillful. So we make them good at impact, but we don't make wholesale changes. We don't change them to some model. We say, hey, you're the model, and we're just going to make you, we're going to take what you have and make it better.
Whether you come here for a day and stay in the hotel, or come for a week and stay in one of the cottages, or come for a lifetime and take a house on Lake Oconee, it's tough to say goodbye. Unfortunately, that's what the traveling golfer has to do right now, but there'll certainly be a next time at Reynolds Plantation.
It's not limited edition, not cast conditioned, not exclusive or extra, nor is it private reserve. It is, however, a rare breed. American lager from an American-owned, family-operated brewery. Since 1829, we kept it so simple, we're still in fashion. Fancy that. America's oldest brewery, Yuengling.
Golf is your passion. Each round is a unique experience with memories that last a lifetime. Make your next round one to remember with PGNplus.com, the Professional Golfers Network. Sign up for free for exclusive access to the best private courses in your area. Already a country club member? Go to PGNplus.com to learn how to take your membership further. Play your golf bucket list only on PGNplus.com. Book your tee time today.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at PlayGolfAmerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, PlayGolfAmerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. PlayGolfAmerica.com, your link to the game.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. Hope that you enjoyed our little revisits to some of the courses where we were in 2014. And as we begin this new season on Inside Golf next week, we'll take a look at some of the events, the charitable events that golf is centered on, and what's being done in the Philadelphia area along those lines. That's next week on Inside Golf. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you, don't pick up. And I'll see you next time on Inside Golf. Inside Golf, presented by PGN Plus. Play your golf bucket list. By Jersey Man Magazine. It's a Jersey way of life. And Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf.